crucified. It's the cross. Again, it goes back to the cross. Let's go ahead and I'm going to try to, as quickly as I can, zip through. And we'll try to tag this thing out today. Look at verse 26. For you see your calling, brethren. In other words, simply consider your own call. You see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Not many, he says, who are wise according to human estimates, human standards. Not many influential and powerful, not many of high and noble birth, he says. That doesn't mean that God can't call these kind of people. What he's saying is those kind of folks most time will not answer the call. It's unfortunate, it's sad. Because most times those people think that they got everything they need, they don't need God. And it becomes foolishness again to them. But God, verse 27, has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, or to confound the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. God selected, God deliberately chose. He deliberately selected what in the world is foolish. What to the world would appear to be foolish, to put the wise to shame, to confound the wise. And what the world calls weak, he says, to put the strong to shame. The world says that anyone who's a Christian is weak. They're a weak person. They have to use Christianity as a crutch to get them through life. That Jesus is nothing more or less than just some sort of emotional crutch to make them feel better about themselves. I'll tell you this, I'd rather have the Lord as my crutch than to have the devil as my crutch, or the worldly wisdom as my crutch. Amen? If they want to look at it as a crutch, that's fine. That don't bother me at all. They will look at it that way. What I want to know is, what crutch are you using? What's getting you through life, and what's going to get you to the end of life and through and beyond. Amen. God chose these things. He deliberately chose these things. Verse 28. And the base things of the world, and the things which are despised, God, again, deliberately chose. God made a deliberate choice and decision. And the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are. God selected these things. What in the world is insignificant. One phrase says low-born. Insignificant to the world. Things that to the world are nothing. God chose these things. Let me tell you what. Nothing with God in it is something. Amen. Evolution teaches you that nothing came from nothing. That everything came from nothing. You know. That don't make a lot of sense to me, but everything. No. If it was nothing, then God had to get in for it to become something. Amen. You know, evolution teaches them, you got to have a lot of faith to be an atheist and evolutionist. It takes a lot of faith to believe some of that garbage. Amen? Is that right, Michael? It takes a lot of faith to be an atheist. It takes a lot of faith. I mean, for you to believe that a blob of jelly washed up on a beach one day and just sat there for several million years and finally sprouted a freckle. And then for another several million years, it finally, out of that freckle, a hair began to grow. And then another million years, out of that hair growing, all of a sudden they formed a leg or two. And over millions and millions and millions and millions of years, a blob of jelly became, poof, what we are now. It's hogwash. That's the Greek word for it, in case you don't know. Michael, in your theological studies, there's a great Greek word you need to learn. It's called hogwash. Hogwash. and so, you know, it's that's what it is. It's hogwash. I mean, you got to have a lot of faith to believe that. Listen, that's like saying this watch. That watch has not always been a watch. It evolved. Okay? That watch, it was laying around one day. It was a checker. It was a wooden checker. And it was just laying there. Not doing anything. Just minding his own business. Just laying there. And millions of years went by. And all all of a sudden, that thing sprouted a hour hand. Well, how about that? There's several million more years went by. If I tried to sell you that, you think I was really off my, if I was genuinely trying to sell you that, you know, another million years went by and a minute hand appeared. Well, it still wasn't making any sense. What's it telling me? Well, then several million years went by, a number started popping up on the thing. And then it really got evolved in, a second hand came up. And that thing started telling me what time of day it was. And the wood became all that and evolved into metal. And all these, you know, and if I tried to sell you that bill of goods, you think and you'd be right. It would be crazy. That's what evolution teaches you. See, you and I knew that watch had a watchmaker. Somebody designed and built and made that watch. It wasn't just a piece of a wooden checker laying around for several million years. We know that. Common sense, we know that. Well, why does the common sense tell these evolutionists and these atheists that ain't no such thing as a blob of jelly becoming you and me? Amen?